This week we are driving around Arizona in the 8th generation 2020 Hyundai Sonata. This vehicle is all new for this model year, and if you haven't looked at Hyundai recently, this is going to be the vehicle that makes you take a second look. So let's take a closer look and see what you need to know about this all new vehicle from Hyundai. For 2020, Sonata will have two engine options. The base engine is going to be a 2.5 liter engine that delivers 191 horsepower and 181 pound-feet of torque. Now, even though this is more power than the previous generation engine, you're still looking at a really nice fuel economy. EPA estimates that in combined driving, you'll get about 32 miles per gallon. The up-level engine, which is what this is right here, is a 1.6 liter turbocharged engine that will deliver 180 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. You don't lose any fuel economy here either, because EPA estimates your combined fuel economy will be about 31 miles per gallon. So one of the really great things about the 2020 Sonata is the fact that it has a lot of standard technology. First and foremost, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard. Most important, however, Hyundai has put their safety suite in this vehicle as standard fare. So you're looking at things like lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control, and forward collision avoidance, all as standard. Sonata also has a lot of available technology. So heads-up display, navigation, a 12.3-inch behind the wheel digital cluster, 10.25-inch touchscreen navigation display, wireless charging. All of this is available, and if you go for the top tier trim, it all becomes standard. Now, in addition to the available and previous technology that I've already mentioned, there are three very special features on this vehicle. And the first one is the remote park assist. And basically what that means is you have the key fob in your hand and you press a button, and as long as you're within 10 feet of the vehicle can move forwards or backwards just with the press of a button. As soon as you take your finger off the button, it'll stop moving. And if it detects a pedestrian coming in front of the vehicle, it'll also stop automatically. I think that's a really nice add, and it is segment exclusive. The next really cool feature is the blind view monitor. We first saw this on the Hyundai Palisade, and basically it aids your blind spot monitoring in general with a visual that pops up in the behind the wheel gauges. If you push your right blinker, an image will pop up on the right side. If you push your left blinker, an image will pop up on the left side. Just gives you an extra way to make sure there's nothing in your blind spot if you want to change lanes. Now, the last really cool feature I want to talk about is digital key. And this is the first vehicle in a non-luxury class to get this segment exclusive feature. Basically what it means is when you walk up to the vehicle with your phone and you put the phone next to the door handle, it'll unlock the car. Once you sit in the vehicle and you put your phone in the wireless charging bin, you can press the ignition and it will start. The thing to know about this, however, is that it is only available on Android phones. So if you have an iPhone, you can't use the digital key just yet, but Hyundai has said it's probably coming. For 2020, the Sonata will have four trims: the SE, the SEL, the SEL Plus, and the Limited. The base price for the SE is going to be just more than $24,000, including the destination fee. If you want to go all in with all of the features and all of the technology, on the Limited, you are looking at just more than $34,000, again, including the destination fee. One more thing to note about the trims: SE and SEL will be equipped with a 2.5 liter engine, and the SEL Plus and the Limited will have the 1.6 liter engine. Now, I've spent all day driving this vehicle, and this is a pleasure to drive. It's nice and solid, it's very comfortable, and it holds the road very well. Even for the lower center of gravity that they've designed into this vehicle, the driving position is upright and very good visibility of the road. The seats are comfortable, and all of the gauges and controls are within easy reach. I really like the overall styling of this new 2020 model, but I have to tell you, I'm having a little bit of a mental hurdle with these lights right here. I haven't seen it at night yet, so I'll have to get a really good look at it and see what it does to the profile. But basically, from here all the way around, it lights up when you turn the vehicle on. Kind of cool, very distinctive, but it's just very different and a little bit of a mental hurdle to get over. Now the interior is really well designed and they've totally streamlined everything, making it a little bit more horizontal. One of the interesting things that I think they pointed out during the presentation was the fact that the display that they have perched on top of the dash is perched on top of the dash for a reason. I know it can be a little bit of a polarizing position, but the reason why they put it there is because when the next biggest, greatest thing comes out, they can very easily take that out and replace it without having to redesign the whole center stack. As I said in the beginning, if you haven't looked at Hyundai recently, this is a good reason to do it now. There's a lot of technology, it drives really well, it looks great, and it's not going to break the bank, even if you go all in for the limited trim.
Rolling in 4, 3.
Now just because there means there's more power right here, because in combined driving, this is going to average about 31 miles per gallon. For 2020, Sonata gets 2 engines. The base engine is going to be a 2.5 liter that will deliver 191 horsepower and 181, I don't think that's right. Yeah, it was, damn it. Okay, so the base engine is going to be a 2.5 liter engine that will deliver 191 horsepower and 181 pound-feet of torque. In combined driving, it'll average...
In combined driving in 3.
Oh, sorry. I'm like really tripped up by the fact that the horsepower is more than the torque. Okay, I'm just do it over. Okay.
From the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay, let me start a new clip.
So you're looking at things like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto standard.
That's just, yeah.
Yeah, I know, I'm like. Now in addition to the standard tech, there's also a lot of available things on.
Yeah, hang on.
Now, the Sonata has 3 incredibly special tech features that are available. And now for 2020, now for this redesign, Sonata has added some...
Hang on.
Now in addition to the...
Nope. In 4, 3.
And the first one is the smart reverse parking. Is that what it's called? The first one's remote start parking. Ugh.
Yep.
Okay.
Still rolling, same
Okay.
clip. In 4, 3.
Now the one thing to note is this is available with Android phones only. So if you have an iPhone, not available just yet. However, Hyundai has said it's probably coming.
Do that one more time and do it because Tom ran through the shot. Thank you.